Running Man killed its ending. I'm breaking down the reason it failed, what the rating actually means, and why you might not want to read the book before you pass that popcorn. Well, this was a good movie until it wasn't. A good adaptation until it wasn't. Aside from the agenda, message pushing, and the random in-your-face product placement,
I will not bow to any sponsor.
the film had real promise and honestly excited me, right up until the ending just made it fall apart. The moment it decided to stray from the book, the story started contradicting itself and eventually delivered a flat, soulless finale.
There is no flavor.
I will say though, it's light years better than the 1987 version. But that's just the beginning. Now we're getting into the acting, story, details, and reasons for the rating. Spoiler alert once we get to the rating.
You have been warned.
And let's get this party started.
I mean, really, let's do this, Mother!
First up is acting, which I give an 8 out of 10. The acting was wonderful as far as Glenn Powell was concerned. He really nailed his role, perfectly capturing that angry, intense energy from both the movie and the book.
I'm angry!
Also, the big bad and the Running Man host did an excellent job and brought a lot to their roles. Everyone else, though, was pretty average.
That's not bad.
Now for the story and script, which I give a 6 out of 10. If you're looking for a problem with the movie, look no further than the script. It actually starts off solid. It sticks pretty close to the source material and does a great job building the world and the characters. But once our Running Man reaches Maine, everything starts to fall apart. And coincidentally, that's also where the movie veers away from the book.
Why? Why?
The changes completely killed the momentum and believability that the movie had built up. I mean, the main character suddenly just contradicts everything that he stood for in the beginning of the movie. Also, he and several other characters start making baffling decisions, like calling the hunters to their location, or just throwing away a gun for no reason.
Are you dumb or just stupid?
And the hostage? For some reason, she's totally fine with the entire situation after one quick sob story from the main character. She even refuses to not be a hostage anymore because she wants to prove she's a good person. It makes absolutely no sense. Then there's the ending, which feels rushed and totally unearned. It's like they wanted to force a feel-good outcome, but they didn't know how to do it. And this ending that they wrote didn't match the rest of the movie at all.
You threw off my groove.
It felt tacked on, like they thought the audience wanted that specific ending, and we didn't. The final act was just too blunt and cringy to have any emotional impact. Honestly, I would have preferred the sad book ending over this any day.
Then you had to just go and ruin the ride.
Now for the details, which I give a 9 out of 10. This was the best part of the movie. The world itself felt incredibly real, and I'm so glad that it actually felt like a dystopian version of 2025 instead of them trying to recreate Stephen King's version of 2025. It just made everything feel that much more believable.
The attention to detail is excellent.
And not that the book's version was bad. I mean, it was great for its time. But if they used that for this movie, it would have just felt like a dated prediction instead of a believable world. The only real flaw? The painfully obvious product placements for Monster Energy and Liquid Death drinks. I mean, those brands must have paid a lot to Paramount to be so in your face like that. But you know, for a movie about fighting against corrupt, money-hungry corporations, it's a little hypocritical, ain't it?
It's like people only do things because they get paid.
Here's your spoiler warning, guys, because now we're getting into the reasons for the rating. This movie is billed as an R-rated sci-fi adventure, so let's talk about that.
Sex, baby.
In this movie, we see the use of strippers and prostitutes that are almost fully naked. Plus, we get a view of a man in bed with like 5 different women, and they were clearly naked, but it was censored.
Excuse me, what?
We also get a scene where the main character's in nothing but a towel, and then just a few moments later, his fully naked backside.
Drugs and alcohol.
Cigarettes and liquor were indulged throughout this movie, and weed was used once.
The gross stuff.
A man does vomit fully on screen in the beginning of the movie.
Ew.
The strippers were also so distasteful, to be honest, but when are they not in movies, right?
Ew.
And finally, a man pulls a piece of glass right out of his eye. You just see the full thing.
Language.
30 F words, 34 S words, 18 A words, 8 uses of blasphemy, 5 D words, 3 B words, and 4 others. Also, the finger was used 6 times.
Time for violence.
This movie was insanely violent. I mean, it is a story about a violence-obsessed dystopian future where killing people on TV is entertainment. A lot of people die in this movie.
No kidding.
There are people beaten, tortured, electrified, lit on fire. Honestly, it would be easier to say what violence wasn't in this movie. You think of something violent right now, it was probably on that screen. It was like Mortal Kombat for movie watchers.
That's just wrong.
Overall, I give this movie a 6 out of 10. This movie has moments of brilliance, great world building, and visuals that feel like you're right inside of the book. When it stays faithful, it really works.
Wasn't that just magnificent?
But once it strayed, it completely fell apart. The final act feels rushed, off-tone, and completely disconnected from everything the story had built up.
That sucks!
And if you've read the book, you'll hate the ending even more. So yeah, it was okay, but it could have been so much better with just a little more thought.
Wrap that up and give it to a child on Christmas, because we're done.
Hey, don't go yet, there's still more to see. Click right here to see my most recent review on Sarah's Oil. I get all into why it was a good movie and why Zachary Levi is just too hot to handle. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the review, and just remember, once you pass the popcorn to me, it's okay to talk, it's okay to text, and I'll see you later. Bye!